Hi, it's good to see everyone again, even if we're not doing this in person. I'm starting to get to know you from your writing and the things that you've been submitting and the questions that you've been asking. Thank you for much. Thank you so much for all that you're doing to get things in on time. I know that it's going to be important as we go through the rest of the semester that we kind of keep on pace because we've got a lot of work coming up, and I just want you to be able to do well. You're going to have a couple of assignments due, one September 8th, a discussion board, and then we've got another one coming up in the following weeks on the frameworks. Yeah. The piece on the inquiry methods, I want you to consider those questions for your use as you're going through the your preparation of lessons. That's going to be important for you. Now, I wanted to address something today just so that we're all on the same page. Um, there's been some questions about how to use AI and what AI is. Artificial intelligence is a wave of the future. It's a thing that's going to be around for a long time. And it's important that we get to use this and we use it responsibly. Um, and as teachers, we really want to be able to trust our students in their work. Now, as I put in the memo that Dr. Letizia provided for us, we can't shy away from AI or be Luddites. Look it up if you're not sure what that means. But those things of the future are going to come about, whether we like them or not. So it's going to be important that we be able to incorporate them in what we do. So I want you to be aware of the responsible uses of AI. And they were there, like generating outlines for papers or summarizing large swaths of information. But when you do that, always verify the accuracy of that summary, because AI is pulling stuff from all over the internet. And Noam Chomsky, the linguist, has said, AI is really taking everybody else's ideas and making them your own. He's not a big fan. However, whether he's a fan or not, it's going to happen. So I think it's important that we go back and we use this in our research, but also in teaching our students um, the use of things like Grammarly and other tools to help with grammar, punctuation, spelling, proofreading. That's great use. Um, if students are using this for a large swath of information, not so good. And there are tools now for teachers to be able to use. Grammarly provides one that identifies potential AI misuses. And some of those can be unintentional. Back about 20, 25 years ago, there was a Baltimore Sun reporter. His name was Michael Olesker. He was very well respected in the community. Well, Olesker published something, and it turns out he used somebody else's idea. And that idea wasn't cited in his work. He was fired from the Baltimore Sun. Now, that's pretty intense. That's pretty severe. We don't want to get to that part with our students or with any classes that we're in. You might remind students that plagiarism comes from a Latin term. The Latin term plagiari were pirates who stole babies. When you think about that, what you're doing when you're plagiarizing is stealing someone's brainchild. We don't want our students to do that. We don't want to do that ourselves, either advertently or inadvertently. So it's rather important that we stay on the same page with this. Also in that memo, it talked about some fraudulent uses of AI. Using AI to write an entire paper, obviously, would not be acceptable. It would be plagiarism. There are also portions of papers you have to be careful, because if you cut and paste, particularly AI results, you're going to show up in the Turnitin of Grammarly. So it's important that we all know how this works. Finally, there's a further reading that was attached to this. It was a link you might take a look at that as well. Now, I appreciate your time this afternoon or this evening, whenever you're reading this or listening to this. If there's any questions that you have, please feel free to call me during my regular hours between 12 and 7 every day. Okay. Or email me at fpasaro@ndm.edu. I've been very impressed with what I've seen so far. I hope that you all are enjoying the course. Um, like I said, we have our work cut out for us because there are 6 lesson plans and they're very detailed. So I want to make sure that you're on track to do the right things and to do well. So thank you very much, and I hope that you'll have a great afternoon.